What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's had a nice, relaxing Shabbat today. Had a really good one today, just kick back and everything and worship, and relaxed, just like we're supposed to do. This story was sent to me by brother Jamal Bay. Shout out to him for sending me this story. Wow, the thing is this. We got a serious problem here in this country. You understand, with mass shootings. So I urge everybody, all my viewers, my listeners, to be careful when you out in public. You see, because there's some kind of agenda going on. I don't know what it is, but it's just too many mass shootings happening. And the reason why I say that, I just wonder if there's some kind of agenda to get people to relinquish their guns. When you get these idiots, you understand what I'm saying, that go up in grocery stores, restaurants, wherever, you name it, and just start letting loose, shooting people, Because I already know gun control advocates, want people to relinquish their guns, but don't do it because I'm going to tell you like this. There's some bad things coming our way. I'm telling you, it's things like you never seen in your life before. Not even in your darkest nightmare. You understand? So you don't want to do that. But there's a problem with Walmart. I'm telling anybody that goes to Walmart, make sure y'all strapped. You understand? Make sure you strapped. Just last week, we had a disgruntled employee that went in Walmart, killed two other employees. He was the guy that shot two other employees was actually fired. He was disgruntled, behind it. And then a week before that, in Pennsylvania, you understand, there was the situation with Rajani Austin. She had to let loose on some little group that felt comfortable about challenging her and jumping her. You know what I mean? And she had to come out busting and shit. But it all happened in a Walmart. Then I think it was another situation in Walmart, a month or two ago. Walmart. You understand? They talk about low prices, but damn, seem like to me, you gambling when you go to Walmart. So, you might get low pricing. Damn, prices ain't that low. But shit, you might get something else you don't want to have to deal with as well. But to get into the story, this is a video right here, and I believe they live, so I won't. It's going to take a while, you know what I mean? You know how live works and everything, so I'm not going to play that. But it says El Paso shooting, 20 dead, dozens injured near Cielo Mall Walmart, governor says. Okay. El Paso, Texas, 20 people were killed and dozens more injured when a gunman opened fire near a shopping center in El Paso, Texas, during the busy back-to-school shopping season. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said Saturday, 26 people, including 2 children, were wounded, most of them taken to nearby hospitals with varying degrees of injuries, Abbott said. The victims' identities have not been released. 3 Mexican nationals are among the dead and another 6 among the injured, Mexican officials said late Saturday. No first responders were among those killed or injured. At 10:39 a.m., police received a 911 call about an active shooter seen near the Cielo Vista Mall, which is near Interstate 10 on the east side of the city. It took 6 minutes from the time the first 911 call was placed until officers arrived on the scene. Yeah, and then, that too, what was it, Garlic Festival shooting just last weekend? Same thing there. Mass shooting. I think a little 6-year-old boy, was killed there, So yeah, you got to be out here. It's bad. It is terrible. But to get back into the story, shortly after, Sergeant Enrique Carrillo, a police spokesman, said a suspect was in custody and there was no longer a danger in the public. The sole suspect surrendered to approaching El Paso police officers and was taken into custody without incident. I beg to differ about the incident because if it was without incident, then it never would have been a situation in the first place. Tell that to the people that lost their lives and the 26 that people that were wounded. 20 dead, 26 wounded. Okay? There was an incident. My thing is this. He shouldn't have been taken alive. He shouldn't have had the option to be taken alive. You go in there and kill that many people just because you feel like you want to kill somebody. No, you shouldn't have been taken alive. That's some wicked ass shit. But back to the story. Speaking to ABC News, law enforcement officials identified the suspect as 21-year-old Patrick Crucius of Allen, Texas. Police believe the suspect may have been armed with a rifle. No shit. The El Paso police chief said authorities are examining what he called a manifesto that they believe was written by the shooter and shows a possible nexus to a hate crime. An eyewitness told ABC News Radio in an interview that the shooter was dressed in cargo pants and wore ear protection. Ain't this a bitch? So he took the option of, oh, well, let me get ready. I don't want to hear all these loud gunshots. Let me plug my ears and all that. Yeah, see, I wonder, if he's going to get life or will he get capital punishment? He should get capital punishment, as far as I'm concerned. She said he began to fire in the parking lot and saw him shoot multiple people in cold blood. From there, she said the shooter walked into the store. She characterized his demeanor as calm and confident as though he was on a mission. He might have been. Just think about it. It's too much of these kind of things that's happening here in this country. And then it makes you wonder and you question, why'd you take him alive if he wasn't on a mission? See? I don't trust none of these fucking people, man. Ain't no telling what these people are doing to create, agendas or whatever. I just don't trust them. He might have been on a mission. But I digress. Police identified a Walmart store as one of the active scenes and said most of the victims were found in that store. There were as many as 3,000 people in the store during the busy back-to-school shopping season, authorities said. Walmart said in a statement, "We are in shock over the tragic events in the Cielo Mall in El Paso, where Walmart store 2201 and Sam Club's 6502 are located. We're praying for the victims, people. The community and our associates." Now the associates are employees. I don't know why they say. I don't know why they do that, but I guess they make it clear. Yeah, these just are associates right here. Let's say our associates, as well as the first responders who are on the scene. We're working closely with law enforcement and will update as appropriate. Okay. I guess these some kind of tweets right here. This just tells. Yeah, what he just practically said right there. Local authorities said is in an urgent need for blood donations and asked those able to donate to do so at a local blood donation center. In El Paso, residents looking to donate blood were directed to Vitalent. What's that? Vitalent? Yeah, Vitalent. That's what it is. Violent Blood Service Centers. Donations will also be collected through Sunday at the food court of the Mesilla Valley Mall in Las Cruces. El Paso, which has about 680,000 residents, is in West Texas and sits across the border from Juarez, Mexico. Texas Governor Greg Abbott called the shooting a heinous and senseless act of violence and said that and said the state had developed a number of law enforcement officers to the city. White House staff President Trump briefed on the shooting and spoke about it with Attorney General Barr and Governor Abbott. This is crazy, man. President candidates and former Texas Congressman Beto O'Rourke appeared a bit shaken as he appeared at a candidate forum in Las Vegas on Saturday, shortly after news of the shooting in his hometown was reported. O'Rourke said he had called his wife before taking the stage and said the shooting shatters any illusion that we have that progress is inevitable on tackling gun violence. I'm telling you, that's what this shit is all about. They want to take guns away from Americans. That's what this shit boils down to. See? So dude might have been on a mission. That's what this shit is all about. I bet you money it is. Okay? The Democrat said he heard early reports that the shooter might have had a military-style weapon, saying, "We need to keep that explicative on the battlefield and do not bring it into our communities." Gun control. That's what this shit is. We have to find some reason for optimism and hope, or else we co-sign ourselves to a future where nearly 40,000 people per year will lose their lives to gun violence. And I cannot accept that, O'Rourke said. Okay, well then, if you want to stop this shit with gun violence and all that, make an example out the assholes who do it. On the spot. If you get caught red-handed, just mass shooting somebody, you can't be taken alive. That right there will put a stop. That will put a big dent. It will go very far in the curbing mass shooting violence. That's just the way I feel about it. That's if that's your agenda. See? But back to the story. We're all pretty nervous and scared. Misty Garcia, 33, an employee at a Hooters restaurant in the Cielo Vista Mall, told ABC News in a telephone interview. "We're kind of hoping and sending our prayers down to everyone at Walmart." Garcia said no one at Hooters has been briefed directly by law enforcement as they're locked in the restaurant, okay, about whether the shooting is unfolding in or near Walmart. And no restaurant employees directly heard gunshots. "So far, everything's blocked off. We are locked in," she said. "We have police, border patrol, ambulance, fire trucks, all coming down the road. These are ambulances everywhere. There are ambulances everywhere." That's what she's saying. Garcia said there are a couple of customers locked inside the restaurants who are being ushered into the back of the restaurant by management and told to shelter in place. What? By management and told to shelter in place. Okay. ABC News Associated Press contributed to this report. Yeah, and so did I, James Thomas. Okay. Like I said, y'all make sure you go out in public, watch your back, watch your sides, watch your fronts. You understand? Watch these weird motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you this. Where's the gun control actually at? It's not to mass shooters. Mass shooters got guns. Let's say if the public, if they had guns, everybody was strapped, or, you got several people out there strapped, and they start busting at his ass. Do you think 20 people would have been killed? Do you think 26 people would have been injured? I doubt it. Well, we know for sure that mass shooter would have been took down. You see what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. You got, man, look, you got to protect yourself. You can't wait for the government to do it, because if you do, you be dead. You could be hurt. That's the way it works. So y'all make sure y'all, you get your gun permits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Strap up when you out here. Watch yourself. Watch these weird ass people. Cause another thing about this country, full of drugs, full of drug heads. That's all they care about, man. Is getting high off some kind of shit. Flocka, I'm telling you, man. When they go on that Flocka shit, they look possessed. You see. But the drugs and all that kind of stuff. Y'all keep your eye on these people. Watch they moves. They start busting and shit. You got your shit. If you feel threatened, bust back. Or get the hell out of there. Something, you know what I'm saying? But protect yourself. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this story right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts and views and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is James. Oh, and before I say, I'm out, shout out and thank you so much to the subscribers. You know what I mean? For making this happen. Dearly appreciate it. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.